Alright, testing. Hello, there's a man on a boat. We missed out on him. I'm going for a walk. I'm off for a walk. There's me rat. Now, not all rats you see walking around on beaches. There's one there. Filthy little things. So, it's 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock in the arvo. The sun's out wickedly. I think they're jacaranda trees around here. And I've set myself a mission this month to do 5,000 push-ups. So I've done 450, and I'm not on the bike. I've just come from where I live, where I stay. I don't live there, I just stay there. And I'm going for a walk along the river until I find a bench in the shade. Although these here, these would be perfect. That's a bit high, it's a bit too easy. And I find things like this here, you know, where I do push-ups on these. You'll see me do some on the beach. So I'm going to walk along because I don't want to do it in the sun. I'll crap out at about 300, it'll be too hot. I only do sets of between 20 and... Ooh, another score for me. I'll reveal my... hang on. I'll reveal what I pick up at another point. That's a whole complete vid. I just don't want anyone chucking rocks at me at the moment if I tell them what it is. I found 100k the other day, the green one. That was good. Yeah, so I'm walking down to the bridge over here. See the bridge? See the traffic bridge? And along the footpath here, under the bridge is plenty of shade and a meeting area. And there's some benches there, so I'm heading down there. And I'm going to smash out as many as I can. Hopefully, I want to do 400 anyway, because I can only do it every 3 days. It's a lot on the shoulder, and I've got a collapsed shoulder. If you look closely in some of the vids, you'll see my left, so that'll be your right. My left shoulder is collapsed through some accidents I had a while back, and it's irreparable. And it's a balance whether I do this or don't do anything. And I have found that by actually going as hard as I can, and I found that out by increasing my effort, that it's better for me. If I don't do anything, interestingly enough, I'm just trying to think of the medical name for a collapsed shoulder, where the structure collapses in and starts to impinge on the nerves coming through that bone across the top of your shoulder. What is it called? I'll get there. And now, should I just step over this bike or what? What was I saying? And by not doing anything, didn't help, because the worst part with it's called something syndrome, is when you're lying down, and when I does it pronate myself like a mad priest on his back, it bloody hurts. Therefore, sleeping is not easy. So I never gave up the training, even when that happened. And for the past year, I've had no choice really. And I'm able to do certain things. I can't do seated shoulder press very well, and I certainly can't do any squats with the bar across my shoulders, because I actually can't get my left arm that far back in an arms raise. So if I'm pointing a gun at you and I say raise your arms, I can't get my left arm back very far, so I can't even hold on to a bar behind my neck. That's okay. Plenty other things to do for legs. So I'm nearly there, and this is just another spectacularly boring vid again. Now here's a new building here. I'll get in the shade and show you. A little kids playground here that opens up at night, and so here's a new build, and that'll be pretty cool. But you know, you can see the sun glare on the windows there. Regardless of the view, there's no way that I'd live in that. And it's not so much the building, it's just that it's facing the sun. So I spoke about always looking around for a better place to stay, but I never spoke too much about some of the things you should look for in a place to stay. And one of the no-nos, two of the no-nos is not no-no, is facing west facing in the afternoon apartments with windows, because you just get cooked. And you might have a great view, like that'd have a great view there, that'd have a good view, but you'd have to pull the curtains at this time of day, brother. And what's the point of that? You know, you're paying good money for a view, and you can't use it. So that's one of the things. The other thing, another thing is there's a bench there. That bench there in the shade would be ideal. But I'm talking at the moment. Is top floor. Oh, I'll get a top floor view, you know, I'll get a view on the top floor. Well, because of the construction of these buildings, there's no insulation in the walls between floors. It's just concrete of some form. And oh, here we go. And I'm under the bridge here. So that cooks up in the afternoon. Now, if you're going to, that cooks up in the afternoon, so it's not a good idea to get a top floor just for the view. It's certainly not a good idea to get a room that's facing the sun, because you've got to close windows up, pull curtains, and run your aircon, which means you've got to close your windows. And therefore, any draft, you want a room with windows on two walls, ideally, for a draft. And so there's two things to look out for. I'm not going to say much, because other guys on the tube here say it far better than me. And you know, you can find out the do's and the don'ts on apartment hunting better than I can tell you. But that's I've found through experience. So and it's true. It's true. Now here's that building again. So I'll just spin it around, and I mean, that's pretty cool. But I'd rather have, now I don't know if some of those rooms are actually full corner rooms or not. I don't know. I would say so. You know, where you're facing north, on the left hand side you're facing north and south, so, but you've still got to close up. They're in the sun until the sun goes down, that building. And I'm actually facing that way as well, so I didn't have an option when I moved. I wanted to move and had to move when I did. And the room I've got, I ticked most of the boxes, but it's okay, because I've got a building in front of me and it casts a shadow. So how's that for luck? Right, so what I'm going to do here is I'll pick my bench because it all makes a difference. It all makes a difference. Now there's someone sitting on a bench over there that I want, and there's some other ones here, so we'll go over here. They might be too wide. They might be too wide. Catch it, get it, catch it. Hey. Oh no, they're too wide. They're in the sun as well. Is that a bench over there? There's one down there in the shade. Right, I'll go back here, bugger it. Brother. I'll go back here. I'm going to go to these benches here, and I'll show you what I do, just briefly. So this is only going to be a quick vid. It's only going to be a quick vid, this one, because I want to get onto these. So this is just showing you what I do a little bit here, and I'll just set this up because I've got my little rat on here again, and oh, hang on, what's happening? Hang on. I don't know if that's going to show much. We'll have a go. We'll see. Got my phone here in my pocket, so I'm just going to get. I suppose I'll have to put this hat on my head so you can hear me. Hang on. I've got plenty of water with me today, because this probably take an hour, you know. Don't know, but hang on. Mucking around here. That'll have to do. Don't want to lose my keys. Right, so this is about 400 off the ground. It's a good height, and I'd rather do more and less sets than strain it out on the flat. Okay, so that's what I do, and I'd like to do 450, but 400 will do, and every 3 days 10. You know, if I did 400 every 3 days, that's times 10. That's a month. That's only 4,000. So I've really committed big time to do 5,000. And 5,000, what's 5,000? That's how many is that a day? 175 a day on average. 3,000, 165 on average a day. That's not a lot. But I'm doing them every 3 days. So why am I doing it? Discipline. Get me out of the room, totally feel good. It gets rid of all the shit in my head, and I'll just balance that camera off a bit. And wonder if an angle might be a bit cooler. And it makes me feel good. Obviously, there's the fitness side of it and strength side of it. This is mostly for strength. Any bonus of physical shape is a bonus, and I just can't give up on myself in the staying fit and strong department. I won't give up. A guy saw me the other day and come over. "What are you doing, brother?" I said. He said, "Why?" He asked me why, and I just told him that so I can stay in the game. Got to do some more. So I can stay in the game, and so long as I do this and other stuff, I'm in the game. I'm in the game of life, and I've got my own philosophy on that, what it's about. I subscribe to no man or no one else's idea on how to live. I look, I listen, I learn, sure, I try things, but my rules. And while not just being on the road like this, but more so, I want to be physically available to what might happen. And it's real easy to give up. Real easy to give up, to not try, just in staying fit and strong. And you don't have to look like anyone or be like anyone else. Do your own thing. And the mental benefit is crazy. When you give it 100%, if you just do 10 of these a day, but you give it 100%, you're doing the same as I'm doing. Anyone is doing the same as I'm doing. All I'm doing is giving it 100%, and feeling good for it. So it keeps me in the game of life, and the end will come, but I can do more in between then and now. That's all. Stay strong. Right. Uh, 50, 70. I'll show you the first 100, just so you know I'm not bullshitting. And then I'll turn the camera off, because no one wants to watch this too much. Any gym vids I've shown don't get a lot of views. I don't do it for the views. I've now discovered that rolling the camera is almost like having someone to talk to. And I make films and I don't put them up. I do what I'm doing now and I roll the camera and I don't put them up. And because I discovered that it helps me connect, it motivates me. And like I'm talking and thinking now, I don't do that the same. So I pick my times, run the camera. If there's something to put up for fun, I will. But I've got a lot of vids there. You can see the number. There's a number on each vid. I think we're up to 166, but I've only got 84 vids up. So that means 82. I've done 82 other vids. Not really, because some of them I pushed the button by mistake and they're off again, but I would have done 50 other vids that I haven't put up. And I've discovered recently that it's helping me get more out of my day and out of my time by doing exactly what I'm doing. Now I'll do some partials. This is a partials, short ones, pumps. Now that partials, they pump it in. They keep it, doing partials like that are keeping a tight spot here and here and pushing the blood in instead of pressing right out and engaging more. I'm just engaging the center part here and I'm pumping it up. So they're called partials. And there's 3 ranges you can do: mid-range, short range and long range, and I'll show you what that is. Preacher curls with the preacher curl bar, that bent bar with the weights on the end that you do preacher curls with, they're popular for partials, for really pumping up the bi. And you'll see guys just do short range and then intermediate range. They don't come right up and they don't go right down, and then they do low range. And you hit your bicep on each range. Strength curve is in the middle where you're the strongest, you're the weakest here, and you're the weakest there. So you separately hit those spots of that muscle group, and that's what I'm doing with the chest here. So there's 100 already, and I'm hitting my chest at different phases. So that's a short range partial to pump it up. I'll do a long range here where I don't go right down. So I'm just going to do the last part, and people say, oh, he's weak, but there's a reason. Actually that was 95 and there's 20. Cool, mate. So there's 115. So people see you who don't do it, who don't know. So, you know, they're the knockers, the ones that don't have it to try, want to pull you back, hold you back, criticise you for what you do, because they don't know what the fuck you're doing anyway. And I've had people where I've done long range partials there and they go, oh, can't you go right down, aren't you strong enough? Come on over, brother, have a go. And so that's the reason for them. So I'll do some intermediate, mid-range, midpoint ones now, and that's how I'm just working my front delts, medial delts, my triceps, here, and of course my chest, mid-range. I'm not going to fuck around, I'll get into it, otherwise you'll think I'm bullshitting. So medium part here in the middle, not right up, not right down, in the middle. Ah, 19, 20, oh man, burn, burn. So I'm stressing the muscle in certain ranges, plus my tries. I'm not doing a full press, I'm hitting them in a certain part of the range, and that affects the growth of it differently. Shit, how many is that? Now I won't go up, how many is that? 115, 20, 135, we'll do one more set, over 150, and then I'll turn the camera, the movie maker off, because this will be boring now to anyone watching, I know that. But this is what I do, And I'm outside training at the moment. I'm not in the gym, and mostly over at the beach. But even coming to a new spot, all I need is a bench, and in the shade today. So just finding a new spot, and this is local to me here, you know, that pushes me along. So I've chosen 5,000 of these for the month to keep me motivated, keep me buzzing, keep me feeling good. I can do this, and I don't have to do anything for the rest of the day. I don't have to do anything because I feel good, and it's cost me nothing. It's free to do. Free to do. And you know my part of what's behind why I do what I do? To find out what you're made of. Find out what you're made of. Age, don't use it as an excuse. Bullshitting yourself. Anyone can do anything. Anyone. I had a lot to do with rehab years ago. I met some Olympic, Paralympians, right down to your guy Paralympian teams and singular events, distance and throwing in the chairs, as well as other private people. I made home gyms for them to train in at home for their wheelchair access, plus full-on medical rehab departments I designed and built for. And they didn't give up, you know. They had every reason to look after their body. Let's go. What was that, 135? Full range. Sister over there on the on the bin. I need a stick. I need to keep them off me. Here. She wants a pose. What's the Arnie one? She wants a pose. There you go. I can't do that, bloody. Your shoulder won't let me. Yeah, so to exaggerate what I was saying about my shoulder collapse, I'll exaggerate it, but it's like that. This one's a lot lower. It's a lot lower. And it's developed completely differently now. I don't know if you can see any difference in muscle structure there when I do that. Ray, you'll be able to. You can see it from behind more than the front. Oh, how many is that? 55, 155. So there's a netball court there and a volleyball court there, and I'm under the bridge, and there's a stage to my left here, and you get performance acts there, and at night you get some bands in there. The youngies come out and hang out here, and it's TikTok heaven over at Mike Beach. It's nuts at the moment. It's crazy, man. The development that's gone on over there. Actually, this vid could run out any moment. Yeah, I don't like it. It's wanker heaven now, over at the beach. Wanker heaven. 155. Okay, 185, I'll stop it there. I've still got another 250 to do, so I'm going to get on with it. Sweet. That old 1930s boxers pose. Queensbury Wolves pose. Remember that? I used to do that. There was no guard or anything. It was okay, see ya.